very special guests on the show today. Team Performance owner Jim Moore is here for our Academy Spotlight, and Nebraska Naturals catcher Drew Wessel will discuss his play of the month.
Plus, all the baseball and fast pitch championship highlights from April 8th to the 10th weekend, and find out which showdown earned the game of the week. Welcome to USSSA Midwest Network News. I'm Chuckie Kempf.
And I'm Michelle Roberts. Let's start with baseball action from MSP's Blue Valley Classic in Overland Park, Kansas.
10 AA final Players Edge KC Royals taking on Kansas Coyotes. 5-3 Royals in the second. The pitch from Coyote bounces off the plate, and the Royals take off for home, but the catcher's glove is there first. What a tag by the catcher. That play would not get the Royals down, though. They hold off the Coyotes in the top of the inning, then come out swinging like world champs. Noah Thompson cracks it to the left center. It keeps rolling to the fence. 2-run score, and the Royals are up 7-4 off a Thompson triple. Now Chase Hale sails it right over the second baseman, and he's in there for the single as Thompson touches home for their 8th run of the contest. The offense continues for the Royals, and they go on to win 12-4. The Rail Dogs matching up against the Shockers in 11 AA. Number 15 showing off some power, letting it fly to center, bringing home 2 for the Shockers in their route to a 9-4 championship victory. When Arkhart faced Topeka Rockhounds in 12 single-A pool play on Saturday, Topeka dominated 10-2, but in the championship, it was a different story. We pick it up in the bottom of the third, 2 outs, 10-3 Arkhart, and Owen Brockner fools the Rockhounds batter, who goes down swinging. In the fourth, Owen gets 2 more Ks, and the green and yellow add a run on the board. Jumping to the fifth, Urquhart feeling good step into the plate, but check out the Rockhound on short, Colin Kretsch, who makes the catch and fires to third for the double play. Rockhounds keep that momentum going into the bottom of the fifth. They rip a triple, then with 2 outs, a pass ball keeps the Rockhounds alive, but not for long. Brockner says game over, an 11-4 final and redemption for Urquhart. Brockner explains what made the difference this time around.
I think we played better as a team, and we hit the ball and focused. This means for the rest of our team that we could win more and we'll be excited.
The Bulldogs raised the 8 Open Championship trophy after downing the Thunder 13-3. On to the scoreboard from the Lake Shawnee opener, the first all-field turf tournament of the year. Kansas Crush edges Columbia Bruins by 1 in 11 AA, and KC Storm defeats Smithville Storm 5-3 in the 14 AA/AAA final. On Saturday at MSP's Strikeout Hunger, softball teams joined with the Something to Eat organization to package over 1,200 dry meals for the Harvesters Community Food Network. KC Threat 04 packaged 500 meals, while Sliders Elite came in a close second, providing 402 meals, and the Misfits prepared 240. These meals will help feed the hungry across northwestern Missouri and northeastern Kansas. Now to Marquee Park on Championship Sunday. Teams were out to earn double the points. In 12B, Ankeny Extreme Brooks from Iowa is leading late in the game, and Abby Johnson launches it way back over the head of the Legacy center fielder. 1 comes in to score, and there's 2 more on the way as Johnson cruises in for the triple. ASGA heads confidently into the last inning, up 7-2, but the Legacy isn't done. They find some open dirt up the first baseline. Now 2 runners are in scoring position. Legacy goes on to score 6 runs in the last inning, making it 8-6. Then Holly Stewart closes it out for her squad, forcing the if game, where it would be another nail-biter. But this time, Ankeny comes out on top 8-7 as Strikeout Hunger champs. In the high school A final, DM East Red Team threatening with this single to center, which loads the bases, but Summer Williams can handle the pressure. On the next play, she strikes them out swinging, and KC Elite 98 takes the championship game 5-3.
I think the fact that we have really great chemistry together is what helps make us successful, because sometimes we mess up, but we're always able to pick each other up. We came back in 2 or 3 games this weekend, and on top of that, even whenever we were on top, we didn't let up.
Well, this was our first tournament out this spring, and we put together a very nice weekend, and the girls did an awesome job from 1 through 9. Everybody hit, everybody fielded, and we did a great job, pitching and playing great defense.
Here's the results from the Jayhawks Spring Slugfest. Look at that score from 8 open. Sidekicks had to score 16 runs to outlast Pink Poison. Topeka Frenzy survives Oklahoma Forest 3-1, and a huge highlight from this tournament was all teams got tickets to cheer on the KU softball team. Not a bad deal. When we get back, we'll have championship showdowns from the KC Sports Global NIT and find out who the hero was in our Game of the Week. Stay with us.
All Sports Media is a brand new company focused on everything sports. This year we'll be working to cover USSSA events throughout the Midwest. All Sports Media will provide coverage of events, educational podcasts, news, and more. For more information and available sponsorship opportunities, contact Justin Stein at the email on your screen. All Sports Media, where all sports meet.
Welcome back. KC Sports had a busy weekend as well with the Global NIT at 3 different parks: Fountain Bluff, Tiffany Hills, and Platte Ridge. Ages 9 through 14 competed in all different divisions, with it all coming to a close on Sunday. We take you to Platte Ridge for the KC Sports Global NIT this weekend. Few sprinkles here and there, but all good games. The 9-under AAA level, the Smithville Storm Black taking on the Vipers. Storm jumped out early. Defense was doing their part too. Second and third, 1 out before that pop out. Now 2 outs. Third baseman getting a workout again. Grounder left side, long throw. That throw is right on the money, and that's a big play because it strands 2 runners, and they would add to their lead shortly. Already 3-0. 2 outs in the inning, but they've got that Royals never quit mentality. Here's a ball slapped hard over the left fielder's head. He's going to end up at second with a 2-out double. And don't worry, because your buddy's not going to leave you hanging. A couple pitches later, he's going to the left side as well. And that's going to bring in the 4th run of the game to give them a big early advantage. Far from over there, the Vipers did put up a good fight, but in the end, the Storm hang on to win the KC Sports Global NIT 9-and-under division 8-5. In the 13-and-under AAA division, the 8-1-6 Red Bulls taking on the KC Orioles. 4th inning, runners on second and third, 2 outs for the Orioles. They trail 1-0. Austin Burnett showing off the range. This is a heck of a throw, but I slowed it down for a reason. Close play. Tough break for the Orioles. So we go to the bottom of the 4th. Drew Hyams, who was on the hill for part of the game for the Red Bulls, going to help himself and his team out right here. Hard grounder finds its way through the left side, but check out Hyams. He's not satisfied with first base, so he turns and heads to second to put himself in scoring position. He's at third later in the inning, and coming home, Sam Eblin trying to find that hole as well. Shortstop makes a good stop. That ball's placed in a spot where no throw can be made. Run scores to make it 2-0 Red Bulls. Later in the inning, 2 outs, and the Orioles getting out of the inning with a nice catch. Catch was much better than my camera work, to be honest with you. Jumped late in the game, though. Orioles trying to fight back. A single to left field. This should get them going. The winning run would come to the plate. 2 outs, 2 on. Harrison Day on the bump for the 8-1-6 Red Bulls. Check out the location of this pitch. Down below the knees, he gets the swing and miss. The Red Bulls win the 13-and-under AAA division 2-0 over the KC Orioles.
I think us as a team, we put a lot of work in, and that's all that matters. And the saying is hard work beats talent. So we got a special group of kids all over there, and so yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
For this week's Game of the Week, we stay put at Platte Ridge for the 11-and-under AAA championship. The low-scoring game brought out some great performances and made for a fun finish to the weekend. Building champions taking on the Topeka Pirates. Easton Wassinger was the big story in this one. He took the hill for BC, and he was good. At one point in the game, made 4 straight outs by himself. That's without a strikeout even. Here he's tracking down a pop-up for an easy out. Not long after, showing off the reflexes. Snags the hard chopper up the middle, makes the throw. He did let his defense work a little bit, though. And when he did, they were good as well. Grounder to the second baseman right here. Can of corn. And they're out of the inning with that. But how about some offense? BC leading this game with a chance to add to that lead. Runner on second. This is a rip. Finds the gap, and that's going to roll for a while. The runner from second scores easily. And check it out. He's going to slide in safely to second. That's a double for building champions. That's all the damage that would be done that inning because the Pirates pitching bounced back. Good pitch right here. Gets the strikeout. We push forward. Still a tight game. Wassinger in trouble after a couple wild pitches. Runner on third. Slow grounder to the right side. Just what the doctor ordered because the run comes in to score for the Pirates. But look at the poise of Wassinger. He's going to bounce right back and gets the strikeout to end the inning. Building Champions wins the 11-and-under AAA division with a 3-2 win over the Pirates.
It's good that he can battle back. I told him to trust his defense, and I'm glad to see that he did because then they put a couple balls in play and they got out of the inning.
Just throwing strikes and trusting my teammates. They're always there and making plays and backing the pitchers up and all of that stuff.
It's big for us. We've been struggling quite a bit with hitting the baseball, making routine plays, just doing the little fundamental things. So this was a good tournament for us to come out and try to get back on track. Still didn't do a lot of things great, but I was very impressed and proud of how the boys battled all weekend.
That's all from our Game of the Week. Be sure to tune in each and every week to find out if your team was a part of our top game. Up next, Michelle talks with Jim Moore, the owner of Team Performance, in our Academy Spotlight.
Midwest Sports Productions creates a unique atmosphere that allows youth athletes to grow on and off the field. Themed and benefit tournaments such as the Hawaiian Hip Fest and the Alex Gordon Classic brings out the best in every player. With 60 years of combined tournament directing experience and 7,500 teams participating last year, MSP is the country's largest youth sports provider. For a weekend of ball like no other, choose MSP. For more information, visit playmsp.com. Welcome back to our Academy Spotlight. I'm joined by one of the co-owners of Team Performance. Jim, can you tell me how Team Performance got started?
You bet. Good morning, Michelle. Thanks for having us. Team Performance started because we have 4 couples who are very involved in sports, and really we all have children and wanted to stay involved in the sports community in Lawrence and figured this was a great way to give back. And so we opened 2 years ago, January of 2014. Team Performance opened its doors as a facility for kids to come in and really work on, all aspects of baseball and softball.
On the technological side, what makes your organization different from others?
Sure, we have a couple different pieces of equipment that we use. Hit tracks is probably my favorite. We have indoor hitting leagues. We have indoor home run derbies. We use it to host birthday parties and stuff. It's got some entertainment value, but also has a lot of feedback that we can give to our coaches when their kids come in and use the equipment. It'll tell them where they're swinging the bat best, how their swing looks, how hard they're actually hitting the ball. A lot of feedback that can be helpful to them.
Tell me about your partnership with Driveline Baseball.
We really wanted to find a way to help our young kids all the way up through really develop an arm care program so that they're staying strong. They're developing, yes, we want them to throw hard, but we want them to do that in a correct way so that as they grow and develop, that they're also staying healthy and avoiding those surgeries and issues with their throwing arm. We developed a heat program as, hey, we're not Driveline, but we are part of Driveline. We have Albert Menace, who is with the Houston Astros, and Dakota Smith, who just graduated from KU a couple years ago, and they're really helping us implement the program along with our partner Casey Cook.
As one of the 25 national locations for the Perfect Game National Indoor Hitting League, what kind of experience does that create for those who go to Team Performance?
Sure. It was a really great experience for our kids. Perfect Game is just actually tied to hit tracks. It's a national indoor simulated baseball game. We put together a league in our facility where we had 3 teams from around Lawrence and came and they competed on a weekly basis. But then as we finished and got through the league, we actually had a chance to compete on a national level. They did a Final Four tournament bracket where we played a team from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and then the finals actually played a team from New Jersey. And that was it for us, an off-season opportunity to compete. Our kids won the national championship. So it was a really fun way for the kids to get work in and get in a lot of swings at sort of a competitive situation.
Jim, thank you for being here with us today, and we'll be right back.
With more than 20 years of experience putting on high-level events, there's no better choice for your team than KC Sports Tournaments. Get the best experience and exposure this summer by choosing USSSA and playing KC Sports Tournaments all season long. Don't miss out on a chance to compete against the best while getting an outstanding tournament experience. We've got events happening right now and all summer long, including our Memorial Day Dual Super NIT, which will once again be broadcast live on MLB.com. At KC Sports, we pride ourselves on making your tournament experience something you'll never forget. Visit kcsports.org for more information.
Last week, you voted this gun on display as the play of the month. With 1 out in the final inning, Nebraska Naturals catcher Drew Wessel threw out the tying run trying to swipe second, and his team went on to win the KC Sports Opening Day 14A Championship. We have the POM winner on the line with us. Drew, congratulations. You were a clear winner in the Twitter voting from the beginning. Is it pretty typical for your organization to have this kind of fan base and this kind of following?
Yeah, we have a pretty good fan base in town and out of town too. A lot of grandparents and friends come down for out-of-town tournaments.
You made that play when the pressure was on, 1 out, bottom of the 9th championship game. Your team ended up going on to win the KC Sports opening day NIT. What kind of momentum did that create for your team going into the rest of the season?
Well, obviously it was our first tournament, so that tournament gave us a lot of great momentum to push forward and play good baseball.
You're getting all the attention for this play, but I must say your second baseman's tag was right on point. What can you say about his ability to finish that play?
Yeah, we've been playing together for probably around 5 years, so we have pretty good team chemistry, and just got to tip the cap to my second baseman, Henry, for making a good tag.
Your play has been all over Twitter and on our show. Who do you think hooked up some of those votes for you?
That was my mom. Yeah, they were all voting and supporting me, so it was pretty cool.
Tell me, Drew, has your life changed dramatically since winning Play of the Month?
I thought it was pretty cool. My mom thought it was a bigger deal than I did, but it was still pretty cool.
Thanks for being on the show, Drew. I hope to see you at the Memorial Day NIT. Maybe I'll get to interview after the championship game. Good luck the rest of the season.
Yeah, thank you.
With 5 championship tournaments across Kansas and Missouri going on at once, it's almost impossible to hit them all, but thankfully we have you keeping us in the loop and tagging us on social media.
Check out the 12U BC Rawlings Prospects Blues chilling in between games, and I like that Yanks beanie. Bold move wearing that in Royals territory. The Rawlings Prospects showing off their hardware in this snapshot after winning the 12 major championship. Team Performance having great sportsmanship with this tweet. A big thanks right back at you for competing at the Jayhawk Slugfest. You saw it in the highlights. It was a long journey to the top for the girls from Iowa, but it was all worth it for a moment like this. Congrats, girls.
Thanks for joining us on USSSA Midwest Network News.
Make sure to visit our website, USSSA MidwestNetwork.com, for podcast articles and full episodes. See you next week.